Hey there, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my creative life. Today I'm participating in a YouTube Hop with Iron Crafter challenge. Now this is a Facebook group that is headed by Anna from Peacecraft Love and Tara from the Paper Snob. And every month they pick an item from their stash or from our stash that we need to use for our challenge. Now for the month of September, the challenge is tags. Now you can see right here, I have one tag that says I love you or love you. And the rest of the tags I made using some paper scraps. Now, I don't know if that's cheating a little bit, but I started really kind of going through my stuff and I didn't have a lot of tags. So I thought, well, I do need to bash some of this scrap paper because I've done a few other pages, a few other layouts using the same paper and with the same occasion. So I thought, let me just try to use the rest of it. Now, you can look at the pictures. There's some bright yellow, there's a dark blue. There's really not any teal or even red. You'll see me pull in red in a little bit. But the other pages have the red and teal, and that was the paper I chose. So I kind of wanted to stick with the same theme because it is the same occasion. Even though this is a one-page layout, it still kind of coordinates because it's the same subject like I mentioned. So that one teal piece of paper, I wanted to use it up because this is the last of it. And then this red piece that I just tucked in, it has the word ticket and it looks like little tickets across the whole thing. And of course, like I mentioned, red. So again, I'm trying to use as much scraps as possible. And that black polka dot squared, whatever you want to call it, piece was another scrap I was trying to incorporate. And I did a little bit, but you'll see in just a minute. So what I'm thinking is where the the photos are placed now, that is where I want to keep them. I wanted to create some tags or portions of tags that look like they're kind of tucked in on that left side. Now you saw me with my hands using or kind of pointing out what I was talking about. So I'm using this tag maker from We Are Memory Keepers. I've had it in my craft room for a long time. I rarely use it, and it's easy to just kind of cut the edges with your cutter or with scissors, but the hard part is making sure that they stay even. So it is really nice to have a tool like that, and it's just really simple right behind me on my desk, so it's not a whole lot to go grab it. So that helped a lot with those edges or cutting off the corners. So I knew, like I mentioned, that I was going to put that love you tag and then that title that says enjoy this sweet moment. And it's just a really cute, kind of a standard title. It's not really anything specific because these photos, even though it is part of our little carnival, it's called Apricot Fiesta that we have every year in our town. It's still basically like an everyday moment. It's not like a birthday or something where I need to do something a little bit more specific as far as the title. And why not enjoy every sweet moment, and especially this one. So there I am. I did use that black paper, the black polka dots or black squares, rounded squares, like I had mentioned. And I'm just putting like about half an inch on the top of those tags just to give those tags a little bit more interest. Now, when I was adhering all these pieces down, I told myself, don't put adhesive all the way up to the edge on that red paper. I did. So luckily there was still a little bit of a crack, and I did have to cut some of those half tags anyways, so they tucked in a little bit better, but it was no big deal. Now, I really, really wanted those 3 tags to work. I decided to cut a tag out of another piece of red paper that was a scrap as part of this the papers that I was hoping to use. So I do like the variety of that red in there, and I don't know why I just really wanted to use 3 tags on the side of this paper. So you'll see later on I did not use 2, but I kept moving it and tilting them another way and moving it and just adjusting and this and that. And I just could not get it to work. I did want to do a tag over here on that little cluster that I'm working on right now. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. And it's just so interesting to me, and you'll get it because you're a scrapbooker or you're somebody who's creative, is one little, a little nudge to the left, a little nudge to the right, a little this, a little that, it makes a huge difference. And this one, I kind of wanted to use that little tiny, and I didn't want to cut the entire tag, so I just made little flat ones because I knew I was going to tuck them in. Didn't need to be like actual size, because if you look at this one, exactly what I mean. If I'd have that tag longer, you can't see the bottom end because I'm using the title and then that love you tag to cover it. So why waste that paper, especially white cardstock, because that's gold. But anyhow, so I decided I wanted to put those little reinforcers on the tags to really make them look like tags. So I got a 1/2 inch punch, and then I got this 1/4 inch punch. So the first time I just cut that 1/2 inch, and then I was going to cut that little tiny hole in the middle, and I thought, no, wait, that's not the way you do it. Cut the smaller hole first, and then eyeball like I'm doing now. Cut the larger circle, and now you can really get a better and even ring for those reinforcers. And I love the addition of the red cardstock, because another kind of solid piece, so you didn't kind of lose your mind on more pattern, but that red just really popped, and I love that. So I'm just going to tear those down with some liquid adhesive, and most of the items that I did, I'm either using my ATG gun or liquid adhesive, kind of whatever seemed to work best for what I was adhering down. My ATG gun is running out of adhesive, so I have more, but I just didn't want to replace it in the middle of filming this. But back to the hop really quick. So I'm going to have all the information in the information box, but make sure you check out all the other hoppers, because it's really fun to give a group of people like one stash item or one thing that we're all supposed to have in common, and just see the difference that everybody does on their layouts. And I'm really looking forward to watching all these videos myself. But make sure you go ahead and hop and see all these people. Leave comments, leave some love. Everybody loves a little bit of love. And I'd appreciate if you left me a comment as well. I hope you enjoy this video. I kind of like to make these simple layouts. There's not a lot going on, but yet there is. There's pattern, but it's not so overwhelming. The pictures are definitely the highlight or the main focus of my scrapbooks. I didn't put any journaling, because I mentioned earlier that this is part of a series of layouts that I did, and I did journaling in all the other ones. And also, there wasn't really a whole lot. Like I put Fiesta Fun, and then I put day 3. Honestly, there's really not much more. There wasn't anything specifically memorial or memorial. That doesn't sound like the right word. Nothing specific that I needed to remember. Nothing really like major happened. It was just a lot of fun, rides, just kind of enjoying our small town fiesta. But I hope you like this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm almost at 1,000 folks. I would really love for you to be a subscriber if you're not already. And thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to hop along. Bye.